There's a mad rush as India enters 2026. Prayers, parties and packed roads. From darshan to dance, the mood to celebrate is on. Clubs, hills and beaches, all jam-packed. Welcome to the New Year traffic jam.
Hi there, I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. This is 5 Live. It's the last Tuesday of 2025. Just about 24 hours to go before the calendar shifts and we move on to 2026. There's so much, symbolism when it comes to shifting of the year, right? And there are so many resolutions that are made. People are traveling like crazy. People are getting sick of pollution like crazy as well. So what are your plans? On the program today, we'll tell you what not to do. Whether it's about sitting at home, binging on Netflix and chill and ordering food online, because that could not happen, we'll tell you why. Or it could also be about visiting some of the most touristy spaces. So all of that over the next 1 hour. All right, we are hearing updates from the Ministry of External Affairs now that the movie on Galwan incident is not the first film on Indo-China border event. We recently, they said in a statement, had about 120 on the war of Rizangla as well. Famous movie Hakikat was narrated on the story of 1962 war. Now, what is the background to the story? There's a new movie which is now going to be out soon, which captures that entire India-China dispute, and Salman Khan features in that movie. China had taken, protest to that. My colleague joins me now for more. Pranay Upadhyay joins me now for more on this. Pranay, sort of defensive reply there by MEA, would you say?
The government sources are clearly indicating, when asked about a reaction on the Chinese commentary regarding the Battle of Galwan movie, then clearly this is only a reminder to China and to everyone who's commenting on this movie, because this is not for the first time, and India enjoys freedom of expression. India has creative freedom. The filmmakers chooses their own subject of narrating the story, and here the filmmaker has decided to make a film on the Galwan incident, and this is not for the first time. Recently, we had seen the movie of 121, which actually narrated the story of Rizangla War, how bravely Indian soldiers fought against the Chinese invasion of 1962. And before that, you mentioned about the famous movie Hakikat as well of 1965, which actually narrated the story of the Chinese invasion and Chinese betrayal. The entire the negotiation went to toss, and how China decided to invade the Indian territory in 1962. So clearly, this is not for the first time a movie has been made, and in fact, not about India-China issue, India-Pakistan. There are many movies on India-Pakistan border conflicts, and India has creative freedom to narrate the stories and to tell our people that what exactly has happened on borders and how our soldiers fought.
Got it. Thanks, Pranay, for joining us for the very latest. All right. Now, as the New Year countdown begins, it feels like the entire country has stepped out at the same time. Not just the pollution refugees from the Delhi NCR region or the northern belt, but from snow-covered hills to desert towns to beach destinations, tourist hubs across India are packed. In Himachal's Manali and Rohtang, long traffic jams have become the norm, with tourists waiting for hours just to catch a glimpse of snow. In Gulmarg, for example, in McLeodganj are seeing similar rush, crowded streets, full hotels, and barely any space to move, quite literally, over there. In Rajasthan, winter favorite, remember, Jaipur, Mount Abu, Jaisalmer, they're all drawing record crowds as forts, viewpoints and narrow lanes fill up, leaving little room to breathe over there. And Goa, preparations for New Year celebrations are on in full swing, but managing the surge of visitors there has become the biggest challenge, with beaches and streets bracing for heavy crowds. Hills as well, deserts, cities or coastlines. Everyone and everywhere, really, the picture looks the same. But let's look at all these destinations one by one. Let's begin with Goa, often called the party capital of India. Now, despite the recent club fire, remember the tragedy that claimed 25 lives, the party hubs are once again crowded with visitors pouring in for the New Year's. Now, there's a buzz on the streets, music, lights, sort of blurs everywhere as party goers get ready to welcome 2026 in true Goan style. Those pictures on your screen tell that story. It is truly the New Year, party destination for India. What's happening there? The mood is actually upbeat and the countdown is on. Goa is getting up for another packed New Year celebration. Like I said, these are pictures that are coming to us from Goa. A lot of you already are there or perhaps know someone who's already there. And those celebrations, there was a question mark on how these celebrations are going to go, because remember, after that tragedy that killed 25 lives, 2 of those resorts actually, and those, these shacks on the beaches were actually brought down. But that doesn't seem to have deterred anybody's spirits. And people are there regardless. In fact, kids are there also regardless of what really happened. Nothing is beating that New Year spirit. But let me get a live update there with my colleague Ritesh Desai. He joins us now live from Goa. Ritesh, a lot of us here in Delhi would give an arm and a leg to be there and to do the job that you are, to party like Goans and to actually be out and enjoy the night away, welcome the new year. Like I was just saying, nothing seems to be deterring the spirit, the Goan spirit there, and everybody's enthusiasm to begin the new year, 2026, in full style.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, गोवा अपने नाइट लाइफ के लिए जाना जाता है. इस वक्त गोवा में 10 लाख सैलानी पहुंच गए हैं. बड़ी बात यही है कि वर्ष बाय रोमियो लेन इंसिडेंट के बाद फिर भी गोवा का टूरिज्म बढ़ रहा है. फिलहाल मैं खड़ा हूँ गोवा के मांडवी रिवर में, जहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे कसिनो लाइफ इज अ मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्टर्स है टूरिज्म के लिए. इस वक्त गोवा के जो कसिनोस है, गोवा के शैक्स है, गोवा के बीचेस है, गोवा के नाइट क्लब्स है, इसमें ज्यादा तौर पे भीड़ है. जो सैलानी आ रहे पूरे दुनिया भर से है, पूरे विश्व भर से सैलानी टूरिस्ट गोवा पहुंचे. बड़ी बात यह है कि क्रिसमस से लेके न्यू ईयर सेलिब्रेशन तक हर एक का एक डेस्टिनेशन रहता है गोवा. और इस वक्त की बड़ी बात ये आ रही है कि गोवा नाइट लाइफ के साथ गोवा कसिनो टूरिज्म है, बोट एक्टिविटी है, गोवा के चर्चिस, गोवा के मंदिर, इस और पूरे टूरिस्ट की ओर से भीड़ से भरे हुए हैं.
जी रितेश, मुझे ये बताइए, जब पूरे देश के लोग गोवा जाते हैं पार्टी करने, तो गोवा के लोग कहाँ जाते हैं? जो ट्रू ब्लड गोवंस हैं वो कैसे पार्टी करते हैं न्यू ईयर्स पे?
नहीं, गोवा के लोग शांत हैं. गोवा के लोगों को पार्टी लाइफ 25 से लेके 31 तक गोवा के लोग अपने घर में रहते हैं. ज्यादातर लोग जो अपने घर पे रहकर ही पार्टियां बनाते हैं. बड़ी बात यह है कि गोवा के लोगों को 25 से लेके 31-1-2 जनवरी तक पार्टी करना बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है. अगर कोई है तो एक का दूसरा टूरिस्ट के साथ उतने गोवा के कई लोग ज्यादा तौर पे यूके, इंग्लैंड, पोर्चुगल इस कंट्री में रहते हैं. जब वो अपने घर आते हैं तो अपने फैमिली के साथ अपने घर में ही पार्टियां बनाते हैं. और एक बड़ी बात यह है कि गोवा के जो लोग बाहर से गोवा पहुंचते हैं तो उनको 25 तारीख से लेके क्रिसमस से लेके न्यू ईयर तक अपने फैमिली के साथ ही टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं.
जी, और कई लोग बोलते होंगे कितने लोग आ जाते हैं, बहुत भीड़ हो जाती है गोवा में. वैसे भी काफी सारे गोन्स होंगे.
अभी फिलहाल जो 29 दिसंबर तक का जो फिगर्स है, करीबन 10 लाख लोग गोवा पहुंच गए. क्रिसमस तक ये फिगर्स थी 5.5 लाख, अभी ये फिगर्स गई है 10 लाख के ऊपर. और एक बड़ी बात है 31 के मॉर्निंग तक ये फिगर्स करीबन 12 से 15 लाख तक पहुंच सकती है.
लेट्स जस्ट होप गोवा अथॉरिटी सारा ध्यान रख रही हैं, जितने प्रिकॉशंस है वो लिए जा रहे हैं, स्पेशली जो फायर ड्रिल्स हैं वो करवाई जा रही हैं, एंड सारी प्रेपरेशंस अंडर वे हैं. रितेश, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस. हैव अ लवली न्यू ईयर टू यू एंड एंजॉय द पार्टी लाइफ नाउ दैट द कैमरास आर ऑफ एंड वी आर लेटिंग यू गो. बाय बाय. Alright, from Goa, let's head north now. If you're not the beach kind of a person, but the mountain of kind of a person, let's tell you what's happening in Manali. With snowfall finally arriving in the Himachal hill town, tourists are flocking in large numbers to celebrate the new year. The roads, look at them, the roads leading to Manali are jam-packed with long traffic snarls as visitors make their way up the hills, a lot of them going away from the pollution of Delhi as well. This is what our reporter Asim sent us.
For the winter vacation and for the New Year celebration, the people are coming to Manali in a big way. We are outside the Rohtang tunnel and you can see snow all over, although the fresh snow is yet to come up, and the tourists are in wait that the fresh snowfall happens and it makes their day and makes their vacation. You can see cars all over, tourists coming up right from the bridge. They're crossing the tunnel and they're coming out of the tunnel, and you can see the cars coming to Manali in a big way. They're all camping here in Manali and especially waiting for the snowfall to come up. And they're coming from Hyderabad, they come from Gujarat, they come from places like Delhi, UP, but they want snowfall badly. From Manali with camera person Gujarat, this is Asim Basi, India Today. विगन जी कहाँ से आए हैं आप? गुजरात से आए हैं। स्पेशल न्यू ईयर के लिए आए हैं?
यस, हम यहाँ पे न्यू ईयर सेलिब्रेशन करने के लिए आए थे। सोचा था कि स्नोफॉल रहेगा, बट अभी कुछ स्नोफॉल के असर दिख नहीं रहे। वेदर का प्रेडिक्शन बता रहा है कि कल हो सकता है। अब कल रोहतांग पास जाएंगे तो पता चलेगा, बट यहाँ पे अटल टनल तक तो कुछ है नहीं।
कल ही आए हैं अभी और आज ही घूमने निकले हैं, देखते हैं। बर्फ तो अभी नहीं है, ठंड हो रही है, देखना।
न्यू ईयर के लिए आए स्पेशली?
जी।
और ये एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि स्नोफॉल होगी?
जी हाँ,
तो उससे आपका विंटर वेकेशन बन जाएगा?
बन जाएगा एकदम। बाकी बहुत प्यारा जगह है, ठंड हो रही है, बस स्नो देखना है तो वही है।
All right, Asim joins us live also now to give us a live update over there. Asim, I'm sure the only question you're being asked right now is this, कि भाई बर्फ गिरेगी कि नहीं गिरेगी? Will it be a white new year or not? कि जितने लोगों ने इतने पैसे खर्चा करके गए हैं वहाँ पर अपना न्यू ईयर स्पेंड करने, वो सफल होगा कि नहीं?
Yes, definitely. This is one question that every tourist is asking, that when will the fresh snowfall take place? I'm in Sisu and it's blistering cold here. It's -6 degrees here where I'm standing. First of all, you can see the snow peaks behind me. This is a snowfall that took place recently only, although where we are standing, here also it has started. But the tourists who are here, they're all waiting that when the snowfall will take place, and they have a good vacation. They came miles from, they came from Mumbai, they came from Hyderabad, somebody from UP, Haryana, all over the country the people have come. You can see around me the people who have come for the vacations. We'll talk to them as well. And हाँ जी, कहाँ से आए हैं आप?
सर दिल्ली से
आए हैं। एक बड़ा सवाल है कि जितने भी लोग यहाँ आए हैं, they all want कि snowfall कब होता है. So you also waiting for that?
Absolutely. It's my more than like, I've been in Manali like more than 20 times, and I think ki the weather is absolutely changing. It's evident, we can all see. We are in Sisu, we are in -6, but as you can all like see, it's not snowing. So yes, हम सब expect कर रहे हैं कि snowfall हो जल्दी, and we can enjoy it.
Come from Delhi, you must ask them कि हवा कैसी लग रही है?
दिल्ली से यहाँ we actually came for the snowfall, but yet snowfall नहीं हुई है. Maybe next 3-4 days में we are expecting हो जाए.
My colleague wants to know, you coming from Delhi, तो यहाँ हवा कैसी लग रही है? वहाँ की हवा और यहाँ की हवा में क्या फर्क है?
फर्क है, मेजर फर्क है, but still because of people coming here, मेरे को लगता है अभी भी commercialize हो गया है. Yeah, but this place is better, far better than Manali. Yes, fresh.
-6 में कैसा लग रहा है? स्नो का इंतजार है और बच्चे तो पूरे कवर्ड हैं.
बिल्कुल, स्नो का इंतजार तो बिल्कुल है. स्पेशली हम आए हैं स्नो देखने के लिए. सो यस, दैट इज डेफिनेटली व्हाट वी आर लुकिंग फॉर. बट हाँ, अभी भी हम देख सकते हैं कि थोड़ी थोड़ी स्नोफॉल हो रही है, एंड दैट इज अ गुड थिंग.
आप कहाँ से आए हैं?
हम उदयपुर राजस्थान।
तो राजस्थान से यहाँ कितना फर्क लग रहा है? तो -6 डिग्री,
-6 डिग्री और वहाँ पे 30 डिग्री अबोव ही रहता है टेम्परेचर। यस।
हाँ जी मैम,
हम भी उदयपुर से।
तो वहाँ के वेदर में तो यहाँ कितना फर्क लग रहा है? क्योंकि काफी ठंड है यहाँ पे, -6 है और स्नोफॉल का इंतजार आप भी कर रहे हैं?
यस,
कुछ समय पहले यहाँ पे तो शुरू हुई थी स्नो।
हाँ, हम बहुत वेट कर रहे थे आज कि होगी आज स्नोफॉल।
तो न्यू ईयर्स के क्या प्लान है? कहाँ यहीं मनाएंगे आप?
जी, यस।
यू हियरिंग पीपल फ्रॉम ऑल क्वार्टर्स, ये बच्चे भी हैं हमारे साथ। हाँ जी, क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप? स्नोफॉल की वेट कर रहे हैं?
Yes. I'm waiting for snowfall. It is little bit going snowfall here, and I'm loving this Manali country, and I'm enjoying so much.
So you can see the innocence that they're all kids, even the elders, even the kids, they're all waiting for snowfall here. It's blistering cold, -6 degree temperature, but they are standing strong here, waiting for that inclement weather that brings snow and makes it a white New Year here.
Asim, you have to give it to the kid. From how things are in the national capital, Manali does look like a different country, no? It does feel like a very different climate, so you have to give it to the kid over there. Thank you so much for joining us and hoping all of you get that snowfall really and are able to enjoy New Year's in the way perhaps we cannot. But while Manali is waiting, let's cut across now to a place which has received fresh snowfall. Let's focus on Gulmarg in Kashmir. Fresh snowfall covering the slopes. Gulmarg is now drawing huge crowds as well. No prices for guessing. There people are happy that it snowed. Tourists are flocking in on the ski resorts and the scenic spots as well. The streets are also bustling with visitors, leaving little room to move over there. But as you can see, they are enjoying the snow. Here's a report from our colleague.
New Year celebrations are on and we are right now in the winter wonderland. Yes, Gulmarg, which is glittering like an ornament. Sun has come out after fresh snowfall and no wonder there are tourists who have come from various parts of the country to celebrate New Year. Now, needless to say, 2025 has not been great for Kashmir tourism for obvious reasons. There have been incidents and the tourism season has been shattered. Now, snow was the only hope of the Kashmir tourism, and as it has snowed in Gulmarg, we've seen this act as the right advertisement that people, tourists from across the country have arrived in Gulmarg to celebrate the New Year. And then you have service providers who are also happy because the last 6-7 months they have been sitting idle. This is their livelihood. The sledge walas, the ATV walas, the small stalls, chai walas who sell Maggie as well. They're all happy. This has brought cheer on their faces, the snowfall, the arrival of these tourists who come in big numbers. And now the hope is that this will continue. And as more snowfall happens, more and more tourists come to the Kashmir Valley. For Campus and Tariq Lone, Mir Farid, Gulmarg for India Today.
And Mir joins us live for more details on what's happening at the moment. I believe Mir is at the Dal Lake as well. Mir, lovely. Oh, wow. Look at that view behind you. I wish I could show you Delhi's view. बहुत ही अलग है. And a lot of people from Delhi have also run away all the way to Kashmir to enjoy that. You're smiling. And I believe so are the locals there, right? Like you said rightly, it's been a tough year. After Pahalgam attack, we saw the entire valley get evacuated. Nobody was going in. This has to be the first time where you see the return of tourism happen?
That's right, Sonal. In fact, snow has come at a blessing and at absolutely the right time because the New Year was around the corner. Around 22nd or 23rd of December, the snowfall made a touchdown, especially in Gulmarg, which is the hub of winter tourism in Kashmir. And the tourism industry hopes that it rubs on to other places as well. And as you rightly said, right now I'm in Srinagar, the famous Dal Lake behind me. And as a local, I can literally smell snow coming because I have seen this kind of weather. I just give you an idea. I'll ask Tariq to show you. Beautiful Dal Lake. Now, Srinagar always is quiet. It is slightly subdued. Gulmarg is more about merriment, song and dance. And Srinagar, people who come here want to celebrate New Year in a different way, quietly in a shikara. Just the shikara will take them through the Dal Lake, beautiful Dal Lake, and the foggy, misty weather. It's magical. It seems nature smoke guns are all on fire. And this is the time when you can, as a local, you know that snow is down the corner. So Srinagar could also be blessed with snowfall. Maybe in the night as temperature drops, there is a prediction that it could be snowfall. So everyone here is also waiting for that. But yes, for people in Gulmarg, the tourists who had come there, they were hoping for snow, and that's what has happened. So that has absolutely doubled their joy, their New Year celebrations. But to your point, yes, this is significant for Kashmir. Tourists should come, and snow is an the biggest winter advertisement, and everyone was banking on snow. It has come at the right time, and now Gulmarg is all about song and dance, merriment, and that will continue through the night. The hotels are jam-packed. They have their own small music groups that they have brought to give some light music to the people. But yes, there'll be bonfires, but mind you, it is freezing out there. I was yesterday, and it was almost zero, and in the night it goes down to -6, -7. So it's a different kind of New Year, absolutely different from the sands of Goa or other Kerala, etc. This is special, this is different, and it is this kind of an experience that people come to Kashmir, especially during this time, to enjoy the New Year and take bucketful of memories with them. Back to you.
Mir, such a joy to hear you right now and to see that tourists have returned and, you know, those visuals from Dal Lake as well. I have to ask you to indulge us into some New Year ritual. जो locals हैं वहाँ के श्रीनगर के Dal Lake में, or what are those hidden spots? If somebody is still planning a trip, and we're urging everybody to go back and, you know, support tourism in Kashmir, if there are certain 2-3 things that they must not miss if they are in Srinagar, what is your, you know, hit list for them?
Well, yes, Sonal, most definitely Dal Lake, stroll. And if it snows, let me tell you, you won't find better visuals than Dal Lake. It is absolutely mesmerizing. The snowfall around Dal Lake over those shikaras, that's the best view that you can have. And then you can go to the Chashma Shahi Garden, which is on the Zabarwan Hills, another very beautiful spot to spend your New Year. Then, I mean, if this list is very long, I mean, Kashmir and Srinagar is full of many places, though you will only find Gulmarg, Sonmarg, Pahalgam, everyone talking about that. But if you talk of Kashmir, every corner, you can go to any place and you will find a mini Pahalgam, a mini Gulmarg everywhere. So there are so many places. You can even go to the Mughal Gardens, the Harwan, Nishad Gardens, which are very beautiful right now. Chinars have shed their leaves. The water level is down, but still you will find a waterfall just coming down from the mountains and entering the Dal. So there are so many places. Then you can also go to the Hazratbal Shrine, again on the banks of the Dal Lake. When it snows, it's very beautiful there. And as I said, I mean, snowfall literally seems round the corner. There is a prediction, but as a native, as a local, I mean, I can smell snow. There is the aura around, the atmosphere. It tells you that maybe in the next 5-6 hours starts snowing. So nothing better than snowfall on the New Year Eve, and then you're greeted with snowfall. When you wake up, you take down those curtains and you find snow white carpet everywhere. So Kashmir is going to be beautiful, but right now snow in Gulmarg, and hope is it will be in Srinagar soon. Back to you.
We're extremely jealous of where you are right now and extremely envious that you get to enjoy all of that while we in Delhi are still, you know, fighting with 800, 1000 AQI. But so happy to see the response over there. A very happy New Year to you. And let's hope that snow comes in quick and makes everybody's year. You're right, it's been a tough
Happy
one
New Year to you
for
too.
Kashmir.
And it's just a 1-hour flight, so you can always take a flight and come to Srinagar. It's not a big deal.
I hope my boss is watching and I can sort of put in a last-minute leave application, but we'll see that for another time. Thanks so much, Mir, for joining us. All right, from the beaches to the hills, but let's also not forget southern India, right? Let's shift our focus to Bengaluru now, the country's IT hub and city powered by young energy. The New Year's, the youth are choosing to sort of ring in 2026 in pubs and clubs, raising a toast, dancing to loud beats and celebrating through the night. With large crowds expected, security has been stepped up across the city of Bengaluru. Police have also been deployed in busy areas to ensure public safety and prevent any untoward incidents at the celebration continue. Take a look.
Right now in Church Street, where it's the headquarters of all the New Year celebration, just Church Street, Brigade Road and MG Road, where lakhs of people usually come on the New Year's Eve on December 31st to celebrate and be with their friends and family. Let me show you what's happening here. The police have started to barricade the roads as well, where people can only walk through this barricade and not on the roads. And there's always a constant movement is what we are told earlier. Lakhs and lakhs of people used to just come, throng this road in these two roads, Brigade Road and Church Street, and be around this area till the clock hits 12 in the night and then disperse by late in the midnight is what was happening over the years. But this time around, the police have put the barricade and they can only walk people can only walk through the barricades. Police have ensured that a proper protocol is put in place. CCTV, female bouncers in restaurants, and also fire extinguishers and watchtowers, and ensure that there is constant movement of people through the barricades, and that are the setup done for 31st December by Bangalore Police. Nagarjun Dwarkanath for India Today.
All right, moving on from that, it's not just party zones and tourist hotspots are feeling the New Year rush as well. India's religious destinations are also witnessing an unprecedented surge as devotees choose to step into 2026 with prayers. For the most revered temples to major pilgrim hubs, lakhs upon lakhs are now lining up for darshan. Faith, devotion and hope drawing massive crowds across the country. Here's a look.
The new year is a couple of days away and the rush to seek divine blessings before the new year is building up. From the west coast to the east, lakhs of devotees are arriving at temples in huge numbers. The result? Overflowing temples, packed streets and administrations working round the clock to manage the surge. In Puri, the Jagannath temple is already feeling the New Year pressure. From early morning onwards, devotees are pouring in continuously, leading to long queues and heavy footfall throughout the temple complex. Officials say the crowd is only expected to grow as the New Year draws closer. The impact of the New Year rush is most visible in Vrindavan. At the Bake Bihari temple, lakhs are arriving daily, choking narrow lanes and causing massive traffic jams across the city. So heavy is the rush that the temple administration has urged devotees to postpone visits unless absolutely necessary.
ठाकुर जी के बहुत बढ़िया दर्शन हो गए। भीड़ बहुत है लेकिन भीड़ में ही तो ठाकुर जी का आनंद है। जब तक धक्का नहीं लगेगा तब तक ठाकुर जी के दर्शन का आनंद नहीं आएगा। भीड़ बहुत है बट मजा बहुत आ रहा है, आनंद आ रहा है।
Ujjain too is seeing numbers swell rapidly. At the Mahakaleshwar Jyotirling, lakhs of devotees are arriving every day during the holiday season. To manage the surge, VIP and protocol darshan has been suspended and additional routes have been opened for general devotees.
9 काउंटर टिकट के हमने स्थापित किए हैं तो सभी को सुलभता से टिकट प्राप्त हो रहे हैं और शीघ्र दर्शन व्यवस्था के माध्यम से ये हमारे महाकाल बाबा के दर्शन कर रहे हैं।
अब काफ़ी सुंदर, काफ़ी अच्छा बन चुका है। पहले हमने करीब से दर्शन किए थे, अपने हाथों से जल चढ़ाया था हमने, लेकिन अभी दूर से, लेकिन अच्छा सा कोई धक्का मुक्की नहीं, आराम से दर्शन हुए हैं।
फैकल्टी भी बहुत अच्छी थी, सबने अच्छे से मैनेज किया, बहुत अच्छे से दर्शन हुआ, बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे से। साल का शुरुआत इससे ज़्यादा अच्छा नहीं हो सकता है।
At Somnath, the New Year rush is building by the day. From 5 a.m. onwards, devotees line up outside the temple, many arriving to offer prayers on the last days of the year. The Somnath Trust says the footfall over the past few days has already crossed several lakh, with more expected in the coming days.
3 लाख से ज़्यादा लोग ने दर्शन किए और भी मेरे ख्याल से 2-2.5 लाख से ज़्यादा लोग ये 2 दिन में भी दर्शन के लिए आएंगे, ऐसा कह सकते हैं। और मंदिर में भी सबको अच्छी तरह से दर्शन हो, उसके लिए कंटिन्यूअस जो दर्शन की लाइन है वो चलती रहती है और सभी को अच्छी तरह से दर्शन ऐसी व्यवस्था की गई है।
अभी हमने देखा है कि बहुत भीड़ था और पर दर्शन की व्यवस्था बहुत अच्छी है। यहाँ पे क्राउड तो है पर व्यवस्था अच्छी है, मैनेजमेंट अच्छा है, तो अच्छे दर्शन हो रहे हैं सभी को।
In Varanasi, the surge has forced tough decisions. At the Kashi Vishwanath temple, all VIP and special darshan facilities have been suspended to manage the overwhelming crowds. Drone visuals from the Ganga Ghats capture the scale, thousands moving steadily toward the temple complex, days ahead of New Year 2026.
सुविधाजनक एवं सुरक्षापूर्वक दर्शन कराने के लिए कुछ निर्णय लिए गए हैं, जिनके अंतर्गत विशेष सुविधाएं प्रदान किया जाना अथवा किसी प्रकार का प्रोटोकॉल अथवा विशिष्ट अनुरोध स्वीकार कर पाना संभव नहीं हो पा रहा है। और इसके साथ ही जो हमारा प्रोटोकॉल स्टैंडर्ड लगा रहता है, जो हमारी बैरिकेडिंग लगी हुई है, उसके अंतर्गत लोगों को एंड टू एंड झांकी दर्शन की सुविधा प्रदान की जा रही है।
With the new year knocking on the doors, India's pilgrimage centers are already at capacity. The devotion is deep, the numbers are massive, and the pressure is real. As millions step into the new year with folded hands, administrations are racing against time to ensure faith flows safely. Bureau Report, India Today.
But if you thought religion, spirituality was only for boomers and perhaps older generation, for perhaps our grandparents and parents, think again. Because Gen Z is redefining what they consider clubbing. Have you heard of the word called Bhajan Clubbing? Where a lot of Gen Z get together, these are young folks, but they enjoy a bhajan without booze. They dance, they interact with each other. It's like a full ecosystem, but without any food or alcohol. It's just indulgence into their own spirituality. And an extension to that is actually meditation camps. Now, what's been happening as a trend for 2026, and this one has to really agree, especially me, is that Gen Z and a lot of younger folks in the country are saying, listen, I don't want to start the new year with a hangover. I want to start with deep meditation and dedicating to good body and mind. Here's the latest trend to meditate and to go to yoga centers. Take a look.
New Year means celebration, but the way we celebrate is changing. There was a time loud clubbing was in trend. Then came Bhajan Clubbing. And now, in 2025, the new year is being welcomed not with noise, but with peace. In Delhi's Ghitorni, New Year's Eve at Zorba, the Buddha looks very different this time. On December 31st, instead of a DJ night, there's a meditation and spiritual festival. People dance, meditate, and reconnect with themselves. This isn't traditional meditation, it's modern, expressive, and energetic. Here, participants first release their inner energy through intense dancing and then move into complete silence. For many here, this is about leaving behind the weight of the year gone by, the stress, the fatigue, the emotional baggage. The reason is simple. After clubbing, the body feels heavy the next day. After meditation, the mind feels light. And that's why meditation festivals are fast becoming the new New Year trend.
We'll do a lot of spiritual kind of awareness games and also hard dance. Hard dance is like a community dance, which is very good to connect to people. And also, I remember, yes, we'll also be doing Law of Magic. Law of Magic is actually based on Osho's vision. It is how we can be magical in our life, how we can attract love and spirituality and bliss in our life.
So this new year, it's not just about resetting the clock at midnight. It's about resetting yourself. Less noise, more peace. That's how 2026 is being welcomed. With Manisha Ladda, Bureau Report, India Today.
So if your New Year plans involve getting cozy in bed, ordering food and ringing in 2026 without stepping out at all, pause for a minute. This khabar is for you. Because this 31st December, people who power that convenience may not be logging in, might be on a strike. Delivery partners working with Zomato, Swiggy, Blinkit, Zepto, Swiggy, Instamart are planning to have a full strike, in fact, on New Year's Eve, one of the busiest nights of the year. Gig worker unions say that strike could see tens and thousands of riders logging out across multiple cities, particularly major metros, following similar protests. Remember, that happened on Christmas Day. And this is not just about food arriving late. The story matters because it goes to the heart of India's gig economy, a system that promises flexibility and freedom, but increasingly delivers uncertainty, risk, and silence when workers speak up. New Year's Eve is peak business for these platforms. Orders surge, profits spike, convenience is at its absolute max. But are they really benefiting? Here's what the reality looks like for the delivery workers. The first issue for them is actually pay. Workers say that pre-order payouts have steadily fallen, incentives change without warning, and once fuel costs, platform commission, penalties are deducted, daily earnings can shrink sharply. The second issue is safety. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, delivery promises translate into real pressure on the road. Late nights, heavy traffic, fog these days, celebrations and alcohol on the streets with riders saying push for speed comes without adequate protection or even compensation if something goes wrong. Then there is the algorithm control. Workers say apps, they decide everything, who gets orders, who earns incentive, who gets penalized or even deactivated, often without explanation or appeal or transparency. And finally, the absence of any social security. No paid leave, limited insurance, no income if they fall sick or take a day off. If they don't log in, they don't earn. That's as simple as that for them. And companies maintain that operators will continue and that alternative delivery arrangements are in place. The workers' unions are insisting that disruption is likely, especially if the participation remains high. For consumers like you and me, this could mean fewer riders on the road. So be kind if one really turns up to your doorstep. The longer waits does not mean you give them a bad rating. It could mean that the poor guy was actually stuck in a fog or was trying to really manage time in this cold weather. But beyond the inconvenience, remember, lies the larger question. India's gig economy employs millions, yet remains largely unregulated, leaving workers and platforms locked in repeated confrontations with little policy intervention. So if your New Year's Eve plans revolve around tapping in an app and waiting for food at your doorstep, this disruption is also a reminder to you that India's convenience economy runs on invisible labor. And on the busiest night of the year, the labor is asking to be seen and to be heard. But talking about seen and heard, I'm joined next by somebody who has no problems doing that, at least. Joining me now is Benjamin Ryan Gautam. He's a Blinkit delivery rider, but he's a viral sensation online. Benjamin, I have to start by saying that I've been following your account for a while. You're a delight to watch. Your main character energy really gets everybody in the mood, even on the hardest days. And I feel like if you, with your lifestyle, can afford to have that smile on my face, maybe I should as well. That's literally the emotion you translate. But I'm saying all this because I've followed your work for a while. For all our viewers who haven't seen what Benjamin does, here's a glimpse.
Get ready with me for my Blinkit delivery job in my new room. So I'm going to change in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so right now I'm wearing my Blinkit shirt. So right now I'm going to wearing this jeans in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm going to apply a little moisturizer. Basically, this is a new city for me and I know nobody in this city. Applying a little lip balm and then we are good to go. I'm not going to wearing shoes because the rain is pouring outside and it's rainy season in Dehradun, so taking my blanket bag. Here it's my helmet. It's going to protect my head. Now let's come with me.
आपकी लोकेशन ना वो उधर जाके खत्म हो गई. All right, that's just a glimpse into Benjamin's everyday life that he decides to make so colorful. My first question has to be this. How did you decide to make this content and what is his South Delhi accent? Whose houses are you going to and delivering that they've inspired you to talk like that?
Thank you so much, first of all, ma'am, for having me in your shows. Oh my God, I'm literally nervous and I'm shaking. I don't know, but still, thank you so much. Like, it's my dream to be on TV, and I'm finally made it. And thank you so much.
You've earned it. You've totally earned it.
It's like I'm still like, but like, I realized that people, only see the delivery partner for 10 seconds at the door, and I wanted to I wanted to show the person behind the uniform. I love fashion and style, so I thought, why not combine my work with my passion for Get Ready With Me videos. I wanted to show that no matter what your job is, you can still have a personality and follow your dreams.
Wow, wow. So, two questions I have. Okay, I have lots of questions, but let me start by asking you this. Okay, how did you start and why did you start becoming a delivery boy? You seem like somebody who's very fluent in English. You are sponsoring your education. You are educated, you know so much, you invest in yourself, you're aware, you understand Instagram. You're such a talented person. How did you even think that Blinkit is something, or maybe any other quick commerce is something that I should do?
It's like, working on Blinkit, it's like you can do other things also. Like, there is no restriction to like, you need to work for 8 hours, you need to work only for 2 hours. It's up to me. Like, एक बार like मेरे को 3 hours काम करना है या मतलब वो करना है तो मेरे को थोड़ा ठीक लगा एंड लाइक मैं कॉलेज भी जाता हूँ सो मेरे को थोड़ा वक्त भी चाहिए था स्टडीज करने के लिए सो आई थिंक बेसिकली ब्लिंकिट से मेरे दोस्त ने मेरे को इंट्रोड्यूस कराया था कि लाइक ये ब्लिंकिट है तो आई वाज बट मैं जॉब के लिए देख रहा था बट फिर मैंने जब ब्लिंकिट ज्वाइन किया तो इट्स लाइक कि नहीं मैं कर सकता हूँ ये मतलब इसमें लाइक फ्रेंड मतलब एक बहुत अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट रहता है कि लाइक कोई प्रेशर नहीं होता है इट्स अप टू मी कि मुझे करना है वर्क या नहीं करना है
देखिए, आपने प्रेशर की बात करी तो मुझे पूछना पड़ेगा, बहुत सारे आपके जैसे साथी हैं जो ब्लिंकिट, स्विगी, जोमेटो सब में डिलीवरी करते हैं, जो कल स्ट्राइक पर जा रहे हैं 31 जैसे दिन पर, जब इतने ऑर्डर्स आते हैं, जिन्होंने कहा है कि हमें इक्वल पे नहीं मिलता, हमारे पास अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ नहीं हैं, सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स ले जाते हैं, हमें ज़्यादा पैसे मिल नहीं पाते हैं। आपने तो अपना अपना कंटेंट क्रिएशन का एक पूरा फुल फ्लेजेड करियर बना लिया है, बट आपके जैसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो इस समय स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं। किस तरह की स्ट्रगल होती है एक डिलीवरी बॉय की?
स्ट्रगल इज लाइक कि टू बी ऑनेस्ट स्ट्रगल होती है बट आई एम वेरी हैप्पी कि पे आउट में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है एंड मुझे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है एज अ ब्लिंकिट डिलीवरी बॉय एंड मेरे को कोई आइडिया भी नहीं कि कल स्ट्राइकिंग होने वाली है या ये कुछ बट स्टिल प्रॉब्लम्स ये होती है कि लाइक वेदर रेनिंग में डिलीवरी करनी पड़ती है एंड थोड़ा प्रेशर ये रहता है कि यू नीड टू डिलीवर ऑर्डर इन 10 मिनट्स समटाइम्स ये भी होता है समटाइम्स ऐसा होता है कि यू नो लाइक टफ होता है कि डिलीवरी बॉय ज्यादा हो जाते हैं एक एरिया में तो इट्स लाइक कि ऑर्डर भी थोड़ा कम आते हैं बट स्टिल इतना हो जाता है कि आराम से खर्चा निकल जाता है लाइक महीने का
राइट आप कॉलेज में आपके खर्चे निकल जाते हैं कई सारे लोग तो ऐसे भी आप जिनको जानते होंगे जिनके पूरे घर का खर्चा चलता है क्योंकि एम्प्लॉयमेंट का रेट काफ़ी बुरा है इंडिया में। आपके हिसाब से अगर आपकी आवाज़ जो इतने सारे लोगों तक जाती है अगर सरकार भी सुन पाती तो उनको क्या करना चाहिए आपके जैसे गिग वर्कर्स के लिए?
इट्स लाइक कि 10 मिनट्स की जो डिलीवरी है उसका थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज करना चाहिए एंड और लाइक जॉब के लिए इट्स लाइक कि जॉब अगर प्रोवाइड करा क्योंकि आजकल लाइक एआई हो गया और इन सब ने लाइक जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी है बट बहुत कम है एंड जैसे कि आपने बताया कि लोगों को लाइक जो फैमिली चलाते तो उनकी मतलब फैमिली चलाते सॉरी लाइक जो फैमिली के लिए वर्क करते हैं इट्स लाइक कि मजबूरी तो लाइक सबकी होती है सभी वर्क कर रहे हैं तो इट्स मैं बस यही कहना चाहूंगा कि थोड़ा लाइक जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज थोड़ी और होगी तो ठीक रहेगा एंड या
आई थिंक दोनों आपने बहुत अच्छी बातें बोली हैं, जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ और बढ़ाई जाएं और सेकंड ये करा जाए कि ये 10 मिनट का प्रेशर ना लगाया जाए। मुझे बेंजामिन आप इतने सालों से कर रहे हैं, मुझे ज़रा बताइए वियर्डेस्ट कस्टमर कौन रहा है आपका?
इट्स लाइक वियर्डेस्ट कस्टमर इट्स लाइक कि मैं एक बार ऑर्डर डिलीवरी करने के लिए गया तो देयर इज लाइक 4th फ्लोर पे वो उनका डिलीवर मेरे को ऑर्डर करना था तो इट्स लाइक मैंने उनको कॉल किया तो मैंने बोला कि सर आपका ऑर्डर है एंड आपकी लिफ्ट भी वो एक्चुअली थी प्रॉब्लम थी ये थी कि उनकी जो लिफ्ट वो चल नहीं रही थी एंड तो मैंने उनको कॉल किया कि सर आप 2nd फ्लोर तक आ जाओ मैं डिलीवर आपको जो है आपका ऑर्डर 2nd फ्लोर पे आप आ जाओ ले लो मैं भी 2nd फ्लोर पे आ जाओ तो दे डिनाइड कि मैं नहीं आऊंगा मैंने पे कर रखा है तो आपको 4th फ्लोर पे आना पड़ेगा तो इट्स लाइक कि सबसे मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ही है बहुत सारे ऐसे सिनेरियोस होते रहते हैं मेरे साथ।
ऑल राइट सो बेंजामिन आपको हैप्पी न्यू ईयर हमारी तरफ से एंड बिग कंग्रेचुलेशंस ऑन बीइंग दिस रियली फंकी गाय ऑनलाइन यू हैव लॉट्स ऑफ फैंस आई एम वन ऑफ देम एंड आई रियली होप द वॉइस that you bring out I will. I will.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes. All right. On that lovely note, have a lovely new year. And we really hope that your voice reaches all those who really need that hope in punk right now. Thanks so much, Benjamin.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A happy new year to you.
All right, cutting across to some more updates coming in. The External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, will represent the government and people of India at the funeral of Begum Khaleda Zia, former Prime Minister of Bangladesh and Chairperson of Bangladesh Nationalist Party. He will also accordingly visit Dhaka on the 31st of December 2025. That's tomorrow. That's a big development in middle of the tensions that we have with our with Bangladesh. This comes as a crucial development. Pranay joins us for more. Pranay, explain to us why this is so critical.
This shows that how much importance India attaches to relation with Bangladesh, and this clearly is a big message being given out by the government of India, by the people of India, that External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will represent the government and represent the people of India in the final, in the funeral of Begum Khaleda Zia, former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, and his son and her son Tariq Rahman has just returned to Bangladesh after 17 years of exile, and Bangladesh is making it as a big event there, and therefore this is quite significant, as you also highlighted, that amid all tensions between India-Bangladesh ties, the very fact that the government of India has decided to send its External Affairs Minister is certainly a big message. Besides that, India cares about the relation and ties with Bangladesh, and in that terms also the visit of External Affairs Minister to Bangladesh, to Dhaka tomorrow will be very significant. And now we have to see that how Bangladesh government receives him, and what are the possibilities of having talks on the sidelines of his visit. That will also be a thing we all would be watching, but definitely a very important and a significant development, and a big message being given out by the government of India that we have decided to send our External Affairs Minister amid all these tensions, amid all these the issues there, and in unresolved issues as well. But India attaches importance to ties with Bangladesh, and therefore our External Affairs Minister will be representing India there tomorrow in Dhaka.
All right, as Bangladesh remains on a boil, our ties with them remain at an all-time low. The External Affairs Minister himself will be in Bangladesh for that funeral. Critical development there coming in at this point. We leave you with those details and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.